Hi, I'm Tracy and this is Kim, and we're here at the Gisborne Outdoor Fitness Equipment. We're here to do the intermediate program now. This is for people who are doing a bit of exercise and just want to change it up a little bit and maybe challenge themselves. It's a strength and a mobility circuit around the equipment. So before we get started, we actually want to do a warm up, so making sure that we're getting that blood pumping and ready to actually do some strength and mobility work. So go for a wonderful walk along the path here and about 10 minutes and then we'll get started. This is sit to stand, and the idea is to take your time in this exercise to sit very slowly. You're resisting falling onto the bench, and when you're rising, make sure you're pressing through your heels to rise up quite slowly. Hands are crossed, belly button in to brace to help you with that. If you want a bit more, there is an optional extra. And we start down, and you're just going to bring a heel forward so that most of your weight is on one foot. So center that foot and rise up as best you can. You might want to start with your hands, but then once you're away, you can rise up. So about 5 of those on each leg. And if you're keeping the legs together, 10 of those exercises. This is a chest press, and the idea is to use the muscles in the front of the chest to activate this machine. Do feel that you're bracing in the middle when you do that. As you push forward nice and slowly, extend those arms and then control that descent. Nice and smooth movements. And for a challenge, see if you can keep your feet off the ground, and that's you using your body weight for resistance. So that becomes more challenging. 10 repetitions is what we're after. Lunges. So the lunge is a nice strength exercise for your legs, and you're looking to step forward and lower as far as you're comfortable, making sure your knee doesn't go in front of your toe. The lowest that you would go is about where Kim is, keeping that back knee slightly off the ground. Excellent. Try to keep that posture upright and making sure that this exercise feels good, not painful. And you're after 10 repetitions. Great.
Awesome. Thank you.
This is a lat pull down, and just holding the handles and then coming down to see it and making sure you're sitting quite upright. Kim's got her fingers facing inwards towards her for the first sets. And she's really trying to pull through her back muscles, not just the kind of the shoulders. So keep those shoulders down low for the whole movement. Smooth, full range that you can manage in and out. To make that a little bit more challenging, you can change your hand grip around the other way and then really concentrate on those back muscles being activated. And that's our lat pull down exercises, about 10 repetitions in this set. The leg press machine, just holding on to climb into that carefully, and try and get your feet in a position where you've got real force when you push through your heels. Make sure the knee, as we do the exercise, kind of lines up with the toe and your knees aren't kind of collapsing into each other. Kim sitting firmly against the seat and lowering slowly and smoothly and returning without locking out her knees. They're a little bit bent at the top of the movement. 10 of those for this exercise. This is our step up exercise, and the idea is to step up and down, but it's with control. So when you're lowering, take your time, and you'll feel the resistance in your legs as you lower it and then return. Whole foot comes onto the plate, and you can alternate feet at the bottom, changing to start with your other leg. Kim's got wonderful posture, very upright, so try and maintain that by looking out, and the bar's there if you need it. Fantastic. So 10 of those up and down. To make it harder, we go to a higher level step, which becomes very challenging for our thighs. Excellent. The dips are performed on our multi-bench, and just making sure that you're got your knees a little bit bent, you're a little bit of weight in the feet, and taking the load in the shoulders as you lower and lift. Try to keep your bottom close to the bench on the way down, and don't go any lower than the shoulder, just here being about 90 degrees. Smooth, steady movements, powerful lifting up. To make it a little harder if you need it, we step the legs out as Kim has shown us, and 10 repetitions of those with control are fantastic for the triceps, the back of the arms. Well done.
After conducting our exercise programs, it's important that we do a stretch afterwards. So we're going to stretch our quadriceps to start off with. So just standing up nice and tall. If you need, just grab a pole or something to support you, and bending that leg behind you, grabbing onto your toe and trying to squeeze it as close as you can towards your bum. And holding that for about 20 seconds before repeating it on the other side. So you feel a nice stretch along the front of your thigh muscle there. Perfect. Next we're moving into a hamstring stretch. So placing that leg out straight in front of you, bending the other leg, the heel stays on the ground, bending that toe, flexing it up towards you, really stretching out the back of the thigh there. So this will get a nice deep stretch through the hamstring, and swapping sides, holding for about 20 seconds on each side. So to stretch out our shoulder, we just want to grab onto a pole and just slightly press that shoulder forward. So it's a very slight movement, but you'll feel that stretch within your shoulder as you feel that resistance. Good, so just pressing that chest forward, stretching out that shoulder and the rotator cuff, and swapping sides, holding for about 20 seconds. So to stretch out our side muscles, you just want to be standing with your feet about hip width apart, reaching your hands up nice and straight above your head, and bringing your body over to your side. Good, making sure there's a nice deep stretch down here. Holding that for about 20 seconds before returning back to the center and alternating sides. Perfect. Right, to stretch out your upper back, you want to be standing nice and tall with your feet hip width apart. Have your hands clasped together in front of you, arms nice and straight, and then just bend that upper back, curving that spine, dropping that head below between those shoulders, and holding for about 20 seconds. Great work on completing this program today. Don't forget you can come down at any time and utilize this great equipment, and go and enjoy your day.